When Islam was coming onto the scene in the 6th century AD, the Persian Empire had already been a dominant force in the area for centuries. Naturally, it influenced cultures and ideologies that came after it. Academic research admit how the Persian religion of Zoroastrianism influenced Islam. In the abstract of this paper it says, it has exercised a strong influence on the development of eschatological ideas in the Arabic and Islamic literature, going on to say that the Islamic literature that emerged in the first centuries of Islamic history borrowed from Zoroastrian sources and incorporated them into an Islamic theological system. And on page 89 it says, it is highly probable that Iranian beliefs penetrated different parts of the Arabian Peninsula prior to the rise of Islam. He then quotes various Muslim scholars and their testimony. Indeed, though not given the credit it deserves, there are many similarities between Islam and Zoroastrianism. It must be said and prefaced by stating some of these concepts on page 1 are also found within Christianity and also within Judaism to a lesser extent. On page 2, some striking similarities are mentioned between Islam and Zoroastrianism. More details on this are covered in the book Islam, The Honest Truth. The significance of this is that the religion of Zoroastrianism is inextricably linked to the Persian Empire. In this study it says one of the purposes of the Achaemenid kings in the spreading of their empire was to establish Zoroastrianism as the state religion and to spread it abroad. And in the article titled "We Are All Zoroastrians: How Persian Empires of the Mind Touched All Humanity," it talks about how the Zoroastrian religion shaped both the thought and practice of Muslims and its religion. Here are some hadiths found in prominent Sunni sources that talk about Persia. In Sahih Muslim, Muhammad is quoted as saying, "If the din were at Pleiades, even then a person from Persia would have taken hold of it, or some of Persian descent would have found it." The word din has not been translated properly by the source Sunnah.com. It actually means the religion, a term used in the Quran to refer to Islam. Incidentally, the word din itself is not of Arabic origin, rather it is of Persian origin. The significance of this is noteworthy because it was the same word used with a definite article, the religion, to describe the Persian state religion, namely Zoroastrianism. In this website on Persian word origins, it says din, meaning religion, is a loan word from Persian, going on to say the term is intimately linked to Zoroastrian theology. In the next video, it will be shown how so many words to do with the Islamic heaven concept are from the luxuries of Persian imperial life. This shows the envy and awe Muhammad and the early Arabs had for the trappings of Persian life and its riches, which they so craved for themselves. In this academic work by Arthur Jeffrey, professor of Semitic languages, who taught in Cairo, Egypt, and Columbia University, writes in his book, quote, Muslim authorities usually treat it as an Arabic word. Going on to say, in the sense of religion, the word is a borrowing from Iranian. Although Zoroastrianism is conveniently omitted or largely sidelined within Islam's religious scriptures, there are hadiths that speak fondly about Persians in a general manner. In Kanz al-Ummal, which is a Sunni hadith collection, it reports Muhammad having said, quote, the people who have the greatest portion of Islam are the people of Persia. And if knowledge was suspended from the skies, the men of Persia would reach it. Similar hadiths exist within Shia sources, such as in Tafsir al-Mizan, a commentary of the Quran. For Quran 47:38, it quotes the following: The Messenger of Allah recited this verse one day, and if you turn away, He, Allah, will replace you with another people, and they will not be like you. Some people asked, Who are those who will replace us? He replied, putting his hand on the shoulder of Salman the Persian, and said, This man and his people. The same hadith is found in Bihar al-Anwar, another major Shia source. Even if these sources are talking about Muslims of a Persian heritage, of which there are many significant figures, this in itself is not inconsequential and does not detract from the idea that Persia has had a huge influence on Islam and later Muslims. So in conclusion, Islam borrows heavily from Zoroastrianism and has been influenced by it and Persian culture. Even the term for religion, din, is of a Persian Zoroastrian origin. Despite its influence, Zoroastrianism is not given the credit it deserves, whether in the Quran or Hadith. Instead, affectation was expressed by Muhammad and early Muslims in a cursory manner when they praised Persians, but it was done in a general way for their intellect and cultural stature rather than any credit given to the religion and its impact. In the next video, it will be shown how the Muslims had envy for the empire. Many terms for the concept of the Islamic heaven are of Persian words. Persian imperial wealth and lifestyle was seen as the pinnacle of luxurious living. Thus Islamic heaven became analogous to it.